Fighting for freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. The Patrick Riggins Show. Call in now at 865-243-8255. That's 243-TALK. And now your host, Patrick Riggins.
Welcome back to the Patrick Riggins Show. Having, well, kind of a lighthearted show this week. Discussing some serious issues, but punctuating it with some little bit of lightheartedness. Kind of on the tail of that other story about Iran there, I want to get to this one. FoxNews.com ran an exclusive story, and why I mention it here, regarding some interviews they had with some of the commanders of the Free Syrian Army. The commanders were warning of dire consequences if our country did not step up and give them the aid they needed to give people hope and keep them from turning to extremist groups as the security situation worsens. Apparently, Al-Qaeda-linked groups and other Muslim extremists are increasingly entering the battlefield to fill the vacuum created by the lack of international support for the Syrian rebels, recent reports suggest. Yet it's the perception that the U.S. and its allies aren't doing enough that worries the commanders. One of the commanders, Ahmad Mustafa al-Mohammed, he's the deputy head of the Free Syrian Army, he said, people are reaching a boiling point and more delays of aid and loss of lives risk their turning to extremism. He warned that Al-Qaeda fighters had already tried to cross the Turkish border into Syria and penetrate rebel camps. But he added they had been contained for now. They said the Syrian people had huge and urgent needs and would eventually take help from where they could if U.S. aid was not forthcoming. And now, is it me, or does this sound like a shakedown?
Yes, that's kind of what I was just thinking, man.
Yeah. I guess we really shouldn't be surprised, because it's the exact same tactic the United States government has used to take away more of our freedoms in this country. You better let us do this, or Al-Qaeda is coming to get you. It's the same old argument every time. And it seems the Syrian rebels have decided it sounds really good, and from all appearances in this country works rather effectively. Hopefully, we'll resist the siren call of war in Syria and let them handle it themselves. We have talked over and over on this show about the need to end these wars all over the world, our involvement anyway. It always seems like such a great idea when the people making decisions are not the ones, as I've said, having to go over there and fight. Personally, I'm getting really tired of our servicemen and women going into this area of the world, that Middle East, and getting maimed and killed, all for these countries that are not threatening us. If you're growing weary as well, let Congress know your disapproval. Tell them to stop sending our people all around the world. If it's such a great thing, tell them to go themselves. But we don't need to be sending our guys over there to, and women too, to get hurt and killed, all for these people who really just don't give a crap about us.
Well, they've been screaming, why are you the world's policeman? Now they're screaming, why aren't you the world's policeman?
Yeah, come over and bring yourself and that aid.
Yeah, when we're over there, it's go away, and when we're not there, it's please come and help us.
Yeah, so. And they want that aid. Bring your army and that aid. Bring that money, because we've sat around and watched their leaders, these other leaders in these countries, just get rich off foreign aid coming out of this country, and it goes right into those leaders' bank accounts. It doesn't go to the people. It goes to those leaders' bank accounts. So now they want to get in on it too. And they see all that money going, and they say, well, hey, I want a big fat Swiss bank account too. And I can't say I blame them, but I can say I blame Congress if we start sending money over there.